Hi Taurus, and welcome to your Love Tarot Forecast. This is for February 1st through February 15th, 2019. I'm going to start off by pulling two cards, one for your energy and the other for whoever you are involved with or thinking about, or this person could be thinking about you. So let's see, Taurus. And I really try to read this both ways, but I always end up feeling you guys more on this side. But, you know, since this is general, if you resonate more on this side of the reading, that is perfectly fine. Feel free to flip it. So, Taurus, you guys are coming out as the grizzly bears. So, the general love sneak peek I did for all signs, the divine feminine was coming out as this energy, the grizzly bear, and this says, I am indestructible, I honor my intuition and go where it leads. Love and gentleness are my real strength. I never give up, I will succeed. So Taurus, you guys are showing very powerful and strong, whether you are a male or a female. This is an energy where you are handling everything, and also it's like you're not taking anybody's crap, anybody's nonsense. You're really asserting yourself and your boundaries, and if somebody's really been pushing you, it's like you're not attacking, but you're really demonstrating your power and asserting yourself. And over here we have the dog, a friend. Today I will love without condition. My energy and enthusiasm are an inspiration. I choose to be happy. I am a protector and friend. So, Taurus, some of you have an admirer, okay? And that also came out in that sneak peek that I did for all signs. So, Taurus, some of you guys out there have this admirer who is disguising themselves as your friend, but they're really hoping for more, okay? And if you are aware of this and you're not interested back, it might be over these first 2 weeks of February, you really assert yourself and let this person know, look, no, you are just a friend. That's all you will ever be. I'm not interested in more than that. So, Taurus, some of you are just going to have to really, you can't sugarcoat, you just got to put it out there. And it might be hard because the energy of this card is very sweet and supportive and helpful and loyal and kind. So it might be a bit hard for you to tell somebody what you're thinking, what you're feeling, you know, having to really put them in their place. Like, I am so not interested in you in that way. It will never be. Okay. For others of you, this just may very well be a confirmation that somebody who's in your friend circle, they're really wanting more from you, Taurus. They just see you as strong, powerful, independent, capable, able, all of the things, you know, that we look for in a partner. They're seeing that in you and more. Others of you who are coupled up, this kind of takes on a different turn for me. Some of you who are dating somebody or like in a serious commitment, it could be that this person, like they have an ex or some friend, right, that's kind of hanging around, and it's making you very uncomfortable and angry and frustrated and like asserting yourself, like, this is not acceptable to me. I don't believe you when you say that this person is just your friend, or this ex and you are just friends. Some of you, I do feel that energy. However, Taurus, I have to tell you, I don't think there's anything going on. Even if, say, there is an attraction, nothing is going on. This person is loyal right here. And these other person or persons that are around, or this ex that's kind of hanging around their energy, they really keep them at arm's length as friends, okay? And you need to know that. Like, you might know that, but you kind of question in your head, you know, are they lying to me? Is there really more going on there? And I don't think that there is. It truly is a friend, but at the same time, I don't think you I don't think you're down for it. Like, it rubs your energy wrong. And I think it rubs your energy wrong because there is some sort of intention either on, you know, your partner's side or on the behalf of who's ever hanging around. There is some sort of intention there that you're picking up on, but physically nothing is happening. Like there's not, you know, all this craziness going on, but you're picking up on something for a reason, and so you have every right to assert yourself in this way. All right, so let's pull some more cards, get more info. All right, so we have compromise, shadow work, and self-worth. Okay, Taurus, listen here. All right, and I was kind of noticing, like, here's this, you know, wolf, and then all these dogs hanging around. So this is kind of what I see, is your partner is this wolf, and you're this dog, okay? So, because those are the two predominant, you know, energies, the rest of these look like puppies. And so here's the two of you, and then here's this other energies hanging around either on their side or on your side. I mean, this is a general reading, right? It's just, the strongest message is that, like, somebody hanging around outside of the relationship. And the reason why your person indulges that or entertains that or has to have like this plethora of friends of the opposite sex is it has to do with their self-worth. It has to do with confidence and self-esteem. It's just like an issue, an imbalance, and you know that sits right next to shadow work, and we have compromise. So Taurus, I don't feel that there's any real danger to your relationship at this point. Those of you who are coupled up, there's no real danger at this point. You know, it truly is just friendships. Now, I just got this message where some of you are like dating somebody and it's like they just won't fully commit to you. They're like, well, I'm only able to be friends right now, or I'm not looking for a serious commitment, even though you guys have been spending all this time together. Again, whatever that hang up is, it's not about you. It has to do with issues inside of them, with self-esteem, self-worth, you know, emotional baggage and trauma from other relationships, things like that. And so they've really got to work that out inside of them before they can commit to you. So the compromise is, you know, I don't think you should cut them off, cut them out, but you should also keep your options open, because when somebody is pretty much telling you that you're an option without saying you're an option, that is a red flag. And despite your connection, all of that, you need to keep your options open as well, because they're telling you that there's something going on inside of them and they are unable to fully commit and be and do what is required of them in a serious relationship. Even though you guys really connect, you have a really good time, like all these things, they've got some shadow work to do to work through, and we're going to pull some shadow cards through the reading, so we'll take a deeper look at that. But and then those of you where we are coupled up, you need to come to a compromise rather than trying to force some ultimatum, because the more you try to force and control and push, the more you repel. And you know, you coming through as this energy, it's like you're fed up, you're done, and you're at that point where you're like, it's this or, you know, hit the road, that type of just, I'm done. You can assert that energy without coming across as controlling or dominating, when you're coming from a place of, look, I cannot emotionally handle all of this hanging around you. It makes me incredibly uncomfortable. And, you know, it's not that I don't feel that you should have friends and all of this, but there's something off about this. And I can't not trust me, because I keep feeling like something's off, and you keep telling me no, you keep telling me no, but I feel it, and now it's confusing me, and it's making me feel crazy. I keep feeling this for a reason. So you might need to kind of take a step back and disconnect from your emotions and, you know, look at the bigger picture. As I said, I don't feel like there's any real danger to your relationship at this time, but you know, you don't need to tolerate that or stand for that. So let's pull some tarot. And you know what? Those of you where somebody's like crushing on you or seems really interested, but it's like they don't follow through. There's some confidence issues, some self-esteem issues going on there. Like, will Taurus reject me? Am I good enough for Taurus? You know? So, if you know somebody's like feeling you, but they just don't seem to like pull the trigger, you might want to put yourself out there a little bit more. And so they know that you're interested as well. But even then, they might hold back because they have this stuff hanging on. And those of you where there's this unrequited love thing going on, you may have been really patient, kind, and sweet, trying to, you know, sugarcoat, I'm not interested, because of, you know, something they've been through or whatever. But it's like, you really got to let them know if they keep at it. It's, I don't know, even if you told them 100 times already, it's like you've got to just really lay the law down and no, it's never going to happen. So let's pull some tarot. Okay. So, okay, I feel like this is the first card, and we have the Nine of Pentacles. So yes, this goes beautifully with this grizzly bear. You know, being very independent, strong, stable, in control of oneself. And then next we have the Chariot. Okay, that's victory. But again, just because of the imagery depicted here, this is kind of where I feel you're at your wit's end about something, and it's like you're kind of just torn about it. But again, don't assert like dominance and control. Assert your rights, what is true for you from your heart, and nobody can deny you that. And if they try, then that's the second red flag. You're wrong, you know. Tell them you're wrong. I have a right to my feelings whether you agree with them or not. Like, it's not for you to tell me anything. So yeah, this is where you're kind of split, and I feel this is like, I want to flip out, I want to freak out. And this is like your spirit saying, no, Taurus, tread gently, tread gently. All right, next card out. Ooh, look at that. You guys got the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, and this is now falling more in the shadow work and self-worth. This is where somebody has got to do the work, put in the energy and effort to really overcome, you know, whatever this energy right here is. Also, this could depict where, you know, this crush, unrequited love, or potential new love interest is happening in the workplace, because what is next is this Knight of Swords, and he's looking this way. He's looking at you, Taurus, and it doesn't matter if you're a male or female, you know, this is a general reading. So here he is on his knee looking this way, but this particular knight, he's not somebody who responds well to a lot of emotions. Like, he's very logical, and coming through as a knight, he can be immature. So again, this could be a male or female, but he wants to do the right thing here. But it's like he doesn't understand emotions in the way that you do. He doesn't feel emotions in the way that you do. He's more of an intellectual. Like, that's where he processes his emotions. And that might seem kind of foreign to you, but it's like, legitimately, he or she is an intellectual, and it's like they process their emotions in their mind rather than in their heart space. Okay, this is the next card that flew out, and it would be the Wheel of Fortune. Taurus, listen, no matter what is going on, you need to realize that you are a catch. Okay, and if you have to really put your foot down and, you know, do things and accept things like it's just, oh, I didn't want it this way, you've got to trust that the wheel is turning in your favor, okay? Because you also have the Chariot here. So things are getting better. They get really good through compromise. You've just got to recognize that whoever you're dealing with in any romantic situation, at least in this reading, they're going through some stuff internally, and that's what their hang up is. That's what's wrong with them, and you should totally watch the general love that I did for all signs as a sneak peek, because your reading is so freaking similar to that. But Taurus, the wheel is turning in your favor, and also those of you where somebody's interested, you are just like the freaking a 10. Like, I would be so lucky to have Taurus. Like, you are everything. I mean, the Wheel of Fortune and the Nine of Pentacles, come on. Like, it doesn't get much better than that when somebody's looking at you thinking, oh my gosh, I love everything about Taurus. They are on point. They have it together. I am so attracted into them. All right, so the next card out is this Page of Pentacles. Yeah, and look at Taurus, this right here comes right under compromise, okay? Do you see that? Compromise, it sits right there. And look at, here's this Page of Pentacles, and she's offering to this Knight, okay? And I have to have these back cards since these are transparent or you wouldn't be able to see them, so I'm sorry if that's annoying. But do you see? He's kneeling down, and here she is bringing him this compromise. This is Page of Pentacles. It's Earth sign. You're Earth. And you could be dealing with an air sign, but I just feel this is more talking about the person you're dealing with's mental space more than anything. So, Taurus, it's in your best interest to be willing to compromise and come to an understanding. And again, so far, there's nothing that's coming out. Because look, now we have the Magician, the Fool. There's nothing that's coming out that's negative. And if this person is talking to an ex, or there's just a lot of people around them that you know are interested, it's all about their self-esteem. Like, that's what's going on. And the Fool here, it's like if they do the work and they're really willing to do that, put the work into themselves, or if we're in a committed relationship, put the work into themselves as well as the relationship, a beautiful new beginning can happen here. And honestly, I feel like that's what this Knight is trying to offer, is like, I want to give you a new beginning, but can you meet me halfway? And here you are, you know, with that compromise, and it sits on the Chariot. That's your victory. Compromising, meeting halfway, even though at this point you don't have to meet anybody halfway. Like, you've done your work, but Spirit's saying if this really matters to you, and there's, you know, they're reaching out to you, like, can you meet me halfway? Be willing to do that. But again, not self-sacrifice. You need what you need, right? And so, over here on this Knight is the Emperor energy. See that? It's number 4, and I'll show you without our lovely little Knight. That is the Emperor energy right there. So the Knight came out first, and then the Emperor sits on top. So this tells me that this Knight, if you are willing to take the compromise and meet them halfway, they have the ability to go from a Knight into an Emperor. All right? It's just that it's all about compromise. And I know that sucks. Nobody wants to hear that. But I just feel if you're willing to do that, a beautiful new beginning can take place. And they're really going to try to do the work and put in the energy and effort to make things better. So let's pull some shadow aspects and see what comes out. All right, your intensity frightens me and allures me all at the same time. So this is sitting on the Nine of Pentacles with the Wheel of Fortune and the Grizzly Bear. This is you all day. Yep. You are a force to be reckoned with. Sorry. That came out of nowhere. You are a force to be reckoned with, Taurus. And they know that you are incredibly powerful, incredibly independent, and even in your lowest of low, you can still hold it down and you don't need anybody. And that could be very intimidating because as far as energies go, you're coming through as the very dominant masculine, whether you are a female or male. On this side where I see you, you're the heavy hitter. You are the upper hand. You are in control. You are in charge, at least this first 2 weeks. On compromise and the Chariot with the Page of Pentacles, we have projecting. So Taurus, this to me is where you do feel something, but there's nothing there to worry about. You're just picking up on somebody's intention, but nothing's happening, and I don't foresee anything happening. Like, they want to make it work with you, however that relates to you in your relationship. You know, and even if this isn't about like other interests, this could be where they're spending a lot of time at work or a lot of time with their friends, and you're done with it because it's making you feel like they're cheating, there's something more going on. There's really not. You're just picking up on somebody's intention, all right? Because they really want to, because look at this is forceful, and this is sitting above the Fool and the Eight of Pentacles under shadow work, all right? So that's why I say you've got to assert yourself, but you can't like ultimatum it, because that type of forceful energy will screw up this, you know, desire to really work on the relationship. They know what they have in you, okay? It's just they've got some stuff they've got to work through in order to be the type of partner that you truly desire. And this says, being apart has been life-changing for me. So some of you, this could be where we've had a separation, we're broken up, and we may not even be talking. I really didn't see that through any of the cards, but here we are in this last one. This could definitely pertain to a relationship where we have not spoken, where we broke up. They definitely want to work it out, come back, and wow, okay. Some of you, over this next 2 weeks, you may have an ex come back in and really, really be like, look, I want to be with you. I'll do whatever it takes. If you were just having kind of a separation because you and your partner have been fighting, it's like they've seen the light while you guys were apart, and they really want to work on this. If you're just kind of dating somebody and they were being really flaky and you just cut them off and stopped, they're wanting to come back in very strongly and give you another chance, okay? Also, that unrequited love, I do see that here, where somebody's trying really, really hard to convince you to be with them, and I don't think that you want it, all right? I don't think you want it. There's definitely some unrequited love. So let's pull a couple of these cards. All right, so journey change. Out of chaos comes order, productive progress through business or travel, possibly an adventure by water. So Taurus, yeah, this is, I just see like this first 2 weeks of February, you really don't want to take anybody's crap, and I don't blame you. But just remember, be soft, be compromising, and that saves everything. Like, if you've just been having a troubled relationship and this person's really like, hey, I really want to try to make this work with you, they mean it. Surprise or achievement, a prize or reward connected to money. If next to a heart could be a love affair. Ooh, let's see what's next. Okay, it's not. So I like that because I kind of heard you guys like, oh, love affair, then that definitely means he's cheating. No, look at what came out. We have the two owls, the luck and the fortune, okay? I feel that this is you and whoever this reading really resonates, like who this reading is talking to you about. And see, it's the two owls, 10 and 9. You asserting yourself, it's like it snaps. Like, I feel like some of you already did that, where you're just like, okay, it's over. They really want to work it out, Taurus. They are legit. They are real when they're telling you this. And again, I don't feel like there's any shady things that have really happened here. It may have appeared that way. You may have sensed something, but it's like it never came to fruition. Like nothing ever happened. It was, I'm telling you, you felt somebody's intention. So with these two, I just feel this relationship has more to it. It's not complete. And whoever you're dealing with coming out as a 9, they just, again, have some work to do on themselves. So, and you know what, Taurus, for some of you, this person, it doesn't mean they're going to reach out to you in this next 2 weeks, but if you're really feeling their energy, it's because they're thinking about you, and I feel they really want another chance with you. So let's pull some surrender cards. All right, surrender, denial. Accept people and situations exactly as they are without denying the difficulties. Then you can see things clearly and make the best decisions. Yeah, this goes... To me, Taurus, listen, I don't think that it is as bad as you feel or that you've been thinking. Over here, on this side, surrender, comparisons with other people. Keep your eyes trained on yourself. Focus on your own strengths, attractiveness, and power. Yeah, that's a pretty strong message about shadow work and self-worth, because this is the advice for over here. And yeah, Taurus, the reason why things are the way they are, the reason why this person acts that way is because of self-esteem issues, confidence issues, and they really need to face it, okay? But they want to. They want to make this work. Okay, so let's pull one final card. All right, every soul has a story. Oh, Taurus. Yes, listen, I just think you've felt intention, but nothing has happened, and whoever this is, like, you definitely are the one they want. You're in their heart. You're what they think about, all of it. They really want to make this work, and I think you've just got to kind of meet halfway, and especially with this, every soul has a story that, based on your life experiences, if you try to understand them based on that, or what other people tell you, you'll never get it, because their story is unique. Who they are, all their, everything about them is unique. And if you give them that kind of space, and that might be what the compromise is about, is not making things black and white and recognizing that sometimes there's an area of gray, right? Every soul has a story. So compromise wins the day, and they are definitely desiring to make things right with you, and they want to be with you and make it work. So those are your messages, Taurus. I'm wishing you all the best. Take care.